Hi everybody, I just wanted to share with you from God's Word, and I've been reading Psalm 118, which has given me some encouragement, and hopefully it'll give you some encouragement too. In this psalm, the writer gives God praise even when he is being hard pressed. He recognizes that God's love is unchanging even though his world is constantly changing. He reminds us to be thankful today for what's going on with us today in whatever circumstances we are facing. He says in the first verse and then repeats it in the final verse, give thanks to God, for he is good. His love endures forever. And then in verses 5 to 7, he says, when hard pressed, I cried to the Lord. He brought me into a spacious place. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? The Lord is with me. He is my helper. I look in triumph on my enemies. Wow, his love endures forever. So whatever we're facing, whatever we're going through, God's love is there. He still loves us through everything that we're doing. And in verses 12 to 14, the writer says, they swarmed around me like bees, but they were consumed as quickly as burning thorns. My dad is a beekeeper, some of you know, and I have got used to the sound of bees. I actually love the sound of bees buzzing around. But when I'm up at the hive, you might hear a bee buzzing around you, and then another one comes from this side, and then they're coming around, and you can just actually hear them all around. So I can understand how if bees were actually swarming, they could seem overwhelming. And if each of those sounds was actually, if you think of them as, like if I think of them as my worries or fears, and if they start to swarm, you can see how it could be easy to lose focus. My dad would reassure me. He would, reassure me that his bees, I had nothing to worry about with his bees, and to trust in him and to relax and stay calm. And if I put my trust in God, when I start to feel overwhelmed with worry or a fear that tries to overtake, knowing that God is going to be there for me and his love endures forever, all those swarming thoughts disappear, and they're consumed as quickly as the ones burning. In verses 22 to 24, it says, the stone the builder rejected has become the cornerstone. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The Lord has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad. Although Jesus was rejected by his own people, he is the cornerstone, so he is the most important. He's holding everything together. And I know God's love because of who Jesus is and what he did. In verse 28, it says, you are my God, and I will praise you. You are my God. I will exalt you. These verses just remind me that I need to be thankful today. Each day, knowing that God is helping me in each moment of those days. And sometimes when I feel overwhelmed with stuff and being thankful is actually not the first thing I think of doing. But it is, I know it is just what needs to happen for things to be turned around. And I realize, if I stop and trust God, talk to God about it all, and truly talk to him about how I'm truly feeling, God shows me a reason to rejoice.